I flew from upstate New York all the way to Fort Lauderdale just to check out Mining Disrupt 2025. And today I'm asking the people, what is their Bitcoin price prediction? All right, I'm here with Mike from Red Fox, and I have to know, the first person on the video, what is the price of Bitcoin going to be 2025?
2025, end of year, I think we're going to be 120K.
120K, not super bullish. Why 120?
It's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of uncertainty out there with it. I mean, believe me, I want it to go to, millions and millions of dollars, but I think end of year, 120.
120 from my boy Mike, Red Fox. All right, and who am I here with?
Your friend Andy. Hello, it's me, your friend Andy.
Hello,
Pleasure.
Andy. Now listen, man, how you like it?
Good to see you in person, in the flesh.
It's good to see you,
Yes.
Andy. And I have to know, how you liking the conference?
That's great. I love, hanging out with my friends. That's why we come to these things, to hang out with the pals, the YouTube pals, and schmooze and make the rounds and all that good stuff. But it's fun.
I love to hear that. So I have to ask, what is your price prediction for the end of 2025 Bitcoin?
End of 2025.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Can we say this cycle? Can we say the high this cycle? Or does it really have to be 2025?
It has to be 2025.
Oh.
I guess. It doesn't matter.
North of 100K. I'll be very optimistic, even though it does not feel like it right now.
I respect it. Are we talking 150K or just a little over 100K?
I mean, if things happen the way I expected them to happen, then yes, 150,000, 180, 200,000. But will that happen in 2025? Do you know? I don't.
I don't know. And one more thing, would you sell if it hit your target?
No, never sell. You do not sell orange coin, you keep orange coin. You sell everything else. Dump it all, market dump it on people, get rid of it into Bitcoin.
Sell the shit coins, keep the Bitcoin?
Yes.
My man.
Yes.
And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I'm Christian, I'm a chief of propaganda at Brains.
And what is this thing on your back?
It's basically giant inflatable S9 because why not? This
Why
is the
not?
new summer look 2025, basically.
I love it. What would
Thank you.
be your Bitcoin price prediction at the end of 2025?
I have to, right? So I'll go with 100K, 69,420.
Ooh, I like those numbers. Realistic numbers?
Yeah, easy. No, I'm actually being. This would be very like a bearish scenario.
That's bearish. And
Honestly.
and are we selling or hodling at that number?
Why would you ever sell? I'm not kidding. It's not about like just hodling and being stupid about it. Bitcoin is the ultimate asset, ultimate collateral. Buy it, DCA into it, and just use it to finance your things. You can get loans against your Bitcoin and you don't have to sell. So my point is, it is so precious asset. Just accumulate and then lend against it. It's like you still should put it into works, but not through selling.
And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with right now?
Hi, I'm Justin Murray with ASIC Repair Parts.
Okay, and what does ASIC Repair Parts do?
So we got started in repair, so naturally we moved into repair prevention. So we do some site management and on-site maintenance.
That's big stuff, man. We're at Mining Disrupt 2025. I have a question for you, though. Bitcoin, the end of this year, what would you predict the price would be?
Okay, I thought about this for a second. I do think we'll have an all-time high. So I will say 140K.
140, okay. And what makes you say 140K?
Well, I'm pretty optimistic. Let's just say I'm looking forward to a pump.
I'm looking forward to a pump as well. I found a random stranger that let me wear their hat. I need to know, who are you?
Agustin Cortez with endlessmining.com, baby.
Endlessmining.com. And I have to ask you the same question I'm asking everybody, man. Price prediction, Bitcoin, end of 2025, what is it?
I'm actually going to be a little bit more conservative than what I've been hearing, and I'm going to say anywhere in between 80 and 110K.
I don't want to wear your hat anymore.
Oh my
You keep your hat. Why so low?
Because I honestly think that we've seen a lot of price movement in the Bitcoin market, and I think it's going to be stabilizing itself up a little bit more now that we see the U.S. government getting involved, and probably other governments are also going to be, potentially thinking about having that, Bitcoin reserve also in their portfolios. And I just think that it's going to stabilize itself out more than it's been doing lately with all these people buying and selling, and we see the price go up 10,000.
So you think less volatility?
I'm hoping that we see less volatility now that governments are getting more involved with this industry.
Okay. I mean, that's your opinion. I respect it. Who am I here with today?
Brian Hollywood.
Brian Hollywood. Man, first off, how are you liking the convention?
A lot of energy here. It's a lot of fun so far.
A lot of energy. Now, what is your price for Bitcoin the end of 2025?
205,000.
205,000. That's a new record. So why 205,000?
I just think with everything that is getting put in place and as a digital asset, that I think a lot of states are getting ready to pass that stuff. And as soon as the states start buying it, then it's going to be gates open.
You heard it here first, folks. I appreciate you, Brian. Thank you for your time. And who am I here with? This lucky young man.
Well, my name is Tech Hustler. I'm from YouTube. You can also find me on X at Mr. Tech Hustler.
Mr. Tech Hustler, man. So it's a big day for you. What happened over here?
Oh, actually pretty crazy. I won a DG1 home Dogecoin miner from AlphaPex. Pretty crazy. I've been wanting one for a while. I don't have one, and I'm going home with one today. And actually,
Ooh, what do you got?
I got a little Polaroid camera too.
Ooh.
So the kids are gonna love that.
I gotta ask, man. We're at Mine and Disrupt, right? Everybody loves them some Bitcoin. What would be your price prediction for the end of 2025?
End of 20. You know, this is a weird cycle. I haven't seen one like this before. I've got this feeling, I got this conviction that the bull run really hasn't started. So as far as Bitcoin, end of 2025 can be modest and say around 120K.
120K. That's actually tied for the lowest number.
Look,
at
if
the
you would have
conference.
asked me last year, I was telling people 80K. So, you know, I like to be moderate.
I respect it. I respect the hustle.
Yeah, $120,000 Bitcoin. I mean, we'll be happy with that, right? We need Caspa up. We need a few other things up, but yeah.
Hey, what's up, DJ? It's Kel from BitPro.
And I have a question. Everybody's wondering, what is your price prediction for Bitcoin at the end of 2025?
Yeah, I get that they're wondering because my prediction is the one that counts. I got these on Amazon. I think it was $20 for a pack up for £5. So go get yourself some Bitcoin candy. My price prediction is 120K.
120K.
I know that sounds bearish. We had a little dip here. I hope it goes to 444,000 like the mystics are saying, but I'm going with 120.
120 for BitPro. All right, man. I love the beard. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
It's Mikkel, Crypto Mikkel. You know, find me on YouTube.
Check him out, Crypto Mikkel. All right, dude. So look, how are you liking the conference?
Hey, I love the conference this year. You know, as a content creator like yourself, good lighting goes a long way. So it's nice to have some good lighting here at a conference like this.
End of year 2025, what would your Bitcoin price prediction be?
So I'm looking at end of year 2025, about 320K.
320K. That's actually a new record. And why 320K by the end of this year?
Mainly because there's a lot of movement in, well, unfortunately political, not really unfortunately, but political space, which has to do with financial sector and, you know, Bitcoin digital reserve now for the United States. And it's actually going across multiple states. Even my own home state now has a Bitcoin reserve. So I definitely see bigger money coming into the picture this year.
Love the bullish answer, man. Let's say it hits 320K. Would you sell your Bitcoin?
No.
My man. Hold that Bitcoin. Thanks,
right.
dude. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Tango from New Orleans.
New Orleans. That's the first one for today. What would be your price prediction for Bitcoin to end of this year?
Well, end of this year, it's a minor setback for a major comeback. We're going to hit 200K easy. Let's go.
200K easy.
200K.
Now, if it hits 200K, are you going to sell?
Hell no.
So we're keeping that Bitcoin.
We're going long, baby.
We're hodling. We're going long.
Joker Miner.
Joker Miner. That's a cool name. How'd you get that?
I love the Joker.
He loves
Came
it.
up with it. Yep.
He loves the Joker. Listen, man, we're at Mind Disrupt 2025. What is your price prediction for the end of 2025 for Bitcoin?
So I've seen a lot of people predict like 200, 250. I'm going to say maybe 175. It's up in the air right now because of things going on in the government, different things like that. So about 175.
175. Okay, let's say it hits 175. Are you selling? Or are you holding that Bitcoin?
The whole reason I got into crypto was to pay off my house. I did that last year. So anything I have now, I'm letting it ride.
Letting it ride. I love to hear that, man. Hodl gang.
All right.
We're at Mind Disrupt. Who am I talking to right now?
Chris Bagnell.
Chris Bagnell. What is your price for the end of 2025 Bitcoin?
I think it's going to be 135,000.
Okay, 135,000, and why that?
Well, I've been seeing a lot of news of a bunch of companies buying stuff, and it has not been on chain, and all of the Bitcoin that is being sold off chain is going to dry up soon, and they're going to have to start buying from the market, from Coinbase, and I think there's going to be a supply shock.
Okay, so supply and demand, and why not like $200,000 at the end of this year?
Prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. So obviously, I hope it's going to hit $1 million, but I think we'll see definitely in the 130s. Who knows? I mean, Bitcoin Reserve could change everything.
Bonus question, Chris. When do you think Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million? What year?
Oh man. Let's see. Well, with the way things are heading with the U.S. government and everything, I think maybe it was 2025, probably by 2030.
2030? I like 2030. Okay. All right, our next victim. Who are you, bud?
Raider Good Mining.
The greater good mining. Okay, and how you like the conference?
It's amazing. It's always fun. This is the first time I get to meet you in person. I've seen you on live streams. I love it here because I can meet like your friend Andy you just interviewed and just talk to everybody and like interact with the community that I've been typing on keyboards. You know, now I get to see you and talk to you in person. I love it. It's fun.
I love that too, man. But I gotta ask you the same question I'm asking everybody else. Price prediction for Bitcoin end of 2025.
I've been thinking about this a lot. You probably have too. And we've already hit 110K. And I've been watching like global M2 and like the liquidity and all that going up. And I have a feeling this year we're gonna hit 140. That's my prediction for this year.
140 is good.
That's my bear case prediction. I'm thinking 180 is like my bull case for the end of the year. So am I allowed to have that range?
Whatever you want, man. It's yours.
Bear case 140, bull case 180 by the end of 2025. That's my prediction.
Ooh, so if it hits 180, are we selling that Bitcoin?
No. My Bitcoins, I did sell some Bitcoin during the bear market to take profit, to buy some miners, because hey, I'm not rich yet. I'm working on it though. So I will be keeping all of my Bitcoin. I'm not selling my Bitcoin.
My man, he's not selling the Bitcoin. Nope. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with right now?
Oh man, Randy.
My man. Okay, and what is the price of Bitcoin going to be the end of 2025?
To me, I predict Bitcoin to hit at least $200,000, give or take 10%.
Okay, at least $200,000, give or take. And why you say at least $200,000?
Dude, I feel like crypto 2025 has its best foot forward right now, because not like before, you know, we had the problem with the SEC. I feel like right now, Bitcoin is positioned very well going forward.
Okay, you heard it here first. Ronnie thinks Bitcoin is going to hit at least 200K. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
This is Alex, the geek of all trades. Come on, DJ, you know me.
I do know you, but they don't. Now, we have a question for you. What is your price for the end of 2025 Bitcoin?
End of 2025, 146.
And why 146,000?
Because I need it to be 146, DJ. I got bills to pay, all right? No, realistically, I mean, I think when we get closer to summertime, it's going to start picking up again, like the price is going to start picking up. All this tariff BS is going to kind of be behind us. You know, the current administration is going to already be, you know, past its first quarter, into its second quarter, so on. And just the further along we go, it's just going to grow. I don't know, 146 just sticks out of my mind, man.
146 HODL gang?
HODL gang.
No selling?
No selling.
No selling your Bitcoin.
I am Michael. I'm the COO of Terra Hosting and the president of GPUrisers.com.
Ooh, that's a big one, man. I used to use GPU Risers.
Different titles, yeah. A couple different titles.
I have to know. How are you liking the convention?
I'm loving it. I'm loving the whole vibe here. I'm really not biased, but our booth is probably the best here. I just got to say,
we got a Cybertruck.
We have that's our CEO's Cybertruck. We got that up on some rocks, which I tell everyone don't get near. You know, I don't know if those rocks are fully supportive, but some of the other booths though, there's a lot of cool tech here. The PDUs are very interesting. Those auto switching PDUs.
That sounds
yeah. You know, 20 kW PDUs that are here. So I'm gonna go bug those guys a little bit later. But what about you? What about?
I'm loving the convention, man. Yeah. Seeing some new technology, seeing a lot of familiar faces, some new faces as well, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you.
Okay.
Bitcoin end of this year, 2025. What would your prediction be? Your best guess?
I'm gonna have to say about 150K.
150K, and why 150K?
It's peaked around 105, 107. It kind of got around there. The markets have been kind of hurt a little bit with all the tariffs and the macro political problems going around in the world. All of that's going to settle in 2025. I think all these tariffs back and forth are going to at least ease and be able to, financial analysts are going to be able to forecast a little easier. And Bitcoin follows, I think, the NASDAQ very close. And the NASDAQ has been hurt a lot more than Bitcoin, actually. If you look at Palantir, all these other tech stocks. So short story long, I think Bitcoin is going to go to 150K at the end of 2025.
Final question, and everybody's wondering, if it hits 150K, are we selling our Bitcoin?
Are we selling the Bitcoin? No.
My man. All right, so this is the last day of Mining Disrupt 2025. Unfortunately, our time has ended here. I had a blast talking about Bitcoin, asking people what their price prediction was. Of course, just a disclaimer, right? Nobody knows what really is going to happen at the end of 2025 or even the full cycle for Bitcoin. One thing's for sure, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I know everybody else is here. And man, hopefully it does really well for all of us. And definitely HODL gang out here for Mining Disrupt. Really impressed with a lot of the answers. The lowest we saw was 80,000, and the highest that we heard, I think, was 350 or 320,000. So obviously, you know, it's a big range. People very bullish, but overall, I think the sentiment was just hold your Bitcoin, right? Mine or buy or whatever you need to do to get your Bitcoin, acquire it, hold it, because in my opinion, 2030, I don't see any reason why Bitcoin wouldn't be worth at least $1 million, but we'll find out what happens. If you like this video, please do like it and consider subscribing. It took me a really long time to make this video, and I'll catch you guys at the next Mining Disrupt. Peace.